talking big deals. We're talking big wheels. We're talking scraping bug guts off the windshield. Cause I'm a rocker, she's a roller. We gonna drive it all night like we stole her. You turn it up. There ain't nothing kicking like a kick drum kicking in, or rumbling thunder coming through a 410. You turn it up. There ain't nothing better than a telly running through a twin, except for maybe a mandolin, Monroe's mandolin. She's western. You give me bluegrass, Bill, or Lester. I'm hard as a pistol. Grab a fistful. We've been driving all night in from Bristol. We're talking early cash. We're talking mid-clash. We're talking Dylan before the motorcycle crash. Cause I'm country, she's western. You give me bluegrass, Bill, or Lester. Yes, sir. You turn it up. There ain't nothing kicking like a kick drum kicking in, or coming through a 410. You turn it up. There ain't nothing better than a telly running through a twin, except for maybe a mandolin, Monroe's mandolin. You turn it up. There ain't nothing kicking like a kick drum kicking in, or rumbling thunder coming through a 410. Yeah. You turn it up. There ain't nothing better than a telly running through a twin, except for maybe a mandolin, except for maybe a mandolin, except for maybe a mandolin, Monroe's mandolin. I'm a rocker, she's a roller. We're gonna drive it all night like we stole her.
Nope.
Why don't we do a take two?
Wait a minute. Let's start again. Hello.
Hi, this is Ron Vodri.
This is Alex Nussbaum.
This is Jason Fraser.
This is Matt O'Brien.
Hey, this is Ray Zwicker.
All right, world. My name is Cal Post.
Guys, this is Christina Walkinshaw.
This is Eddie Deliseppi.
This is Adrian Spencer.
My name is Timo.
And you're listening to the Julien Dionne
You're listening to the Julien Dionne Comedy Hour podcast.
Who am I talking to? What am I doing?
Julien Dionne Comedy Hour.
You're listening to the... some
Comedy hour. See, I took the word out comedy. Changes the meaning completely, doesn't it?
Dazing. Not really. I'm overworking, but dazing. The holidays. Happy holidays. You're listening to the Julien Dionne Comedy Hour podcast.
And aren't we all?
Now broadcasting live and totally uncensored, from Lemon Press Studio in the beautiful Gatineau Hills.
Project. I was like half asleep on the couch and now I'm projecting.
Hey everyone, this is Christian Potenza.
This is Gay Trevor Wilson.
This is Jean Paul, a.k.a. the Island Hipster, hashtag hipster business.
This is Steph Tola.
Hey, this is Jake Goldsby.
This is Sky Wallace.
Hey everybody, this is Erica Sigurdsson, aka Ricky Siggs.
Okay, hello. Hi.
This is Howard Wagman.
Hey, this is Peter Anthony, the PA system.
This is Matt O'Brien.
Some people like that's my rap name.
This is Jen Grant and you're listening to the Julien Dionne Comedy Hour podcast.
We're sorry.
Show.
You and me belong, just like the flowers, laughing all day long. People, I need to loose, sing a little song, then take a shower. Julien Dionne.
It's a show. It's not an hour. It's a show. It's okay.
Yeah.
A waste of time.
How has that become a thing?
Waste of time. A waste of time.
Yeah, buddy. Welcome to the show. Hot. Welcome to the Julien Dionne Show live on a Wednesday morning. It's hump day. It's garbage day in Wakefield. Waste of 2, 3. It's not here. We're in the middle of the woods broadcasting to you live from a trailer in the Atlantic bubble deep in the New Brunswick bush. Hi. Jen Grant is with us.
Good morning.
Yeah.
That's so weird.
I know. I don't know. It just goes with it, I feel like. Oh, so sweet. Welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen. Once, like I said, it's hashtag hump day. Who cares? And Jen's taking selfies. Love it. Social medias. You got to promote. Self-promote. Non-stop machine.
That's right.
We are broadcasting to you wherever you are. Thank you for watching. We're live on YouTube at the Julien Dionne Show channel, on Facebook as well at facebook.com/Sigida Julien Dionne Show. Also Daily Motion, Twitch, and Periscope. Sigida. Anyway, and then available on demand, of course, wherever you get your podcasts. I know you're sick of hearing it, but waste of time. Well, not you. I mean, the listener.
I know.
Our loyal listeners from
I'm just backing you up.
our, we got to take care of business. This episode of the Julien Dionne Show is brought to you by Gringo's Blazing Sauces as well. We're getting a shipment to the woods. Our friends at Gringo's asked us what the address here was in the woods. We said, deep in the Atlantic bubble, Post Market, woods. Ask for Jen and Julien. It'll get here. Oh, my mic is really hot.
Next time you refer to Doug, I want you to call him our amigo from Gringo.
Our amigo from Gringo. Waste of time. I don't know if it's because the trailer here, it's all compact, but it's really much louder, the levels, than I have to put them at home. The volume's like... Anyway. So, we're still, like I said, we're in full strict quarantine in New Brunswick. This is day 6 of our 14-day quarantine.
I can't believe it's already
flying
day 6,
by.
actually.
I know, it's flying by.
Are you sure?
1,000%. Unless I was wrong yesterday or the day before, then I could be off.
We got here Thursday, so...
Yeah, day 6 of our government-sanctioned quarantine. We are in a tiny trailer, beautiful trailer, in the middle of the woods. Very little reception and internet. This is coming to you through my data plan. And but you know what? We do it for the people.
That's
okay,
right.
And that's you. Let us know in the comments what's up. What are you up to today? Are you in a red zone, an orange zone, yellow, or green? Are there green zones? I don't think so. I think we're pretty much in a... Well, there must be green. There must be green zones.
Maybe like Newfoundland or something?
I don't even know. I mean, a Iqaluit, maybe. Iqaluit would be a green zone. I don't think they've had many cases. But anyway, wherever you are, let us know. Comment your color in the comments. Also, give us a share wherever you are if you're watching on Facebook and whatever. Yeah.
Well, New Brunswick, I think either a week ago or 2 weeks ago, said that they were now in an orange zone. But apparently on this coming, like tomorrow actually, Thursday, it's going to be demoted in a good way to yellow.
Oh,
did you know that?
Bring on yellow. Well, I'm kind of glad because otherwise we would be in the woods quarantining for 2 weeks to then only continue quarantining for another week and leave. We wanted the purpose of this trip is to see friends and family and taste that sweet, sweet Atlantic bubble air.
COVID-free, basically.
It's almost regular life here. What aside from the last 2 weeks, it's been upgraded to orange. Before that, it's everything's open. Masks just came mandatory. People are like, this is weird. It's like ketchup.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, the rest of us have been doing it since I don't know, April, May.
Yeah.
The mandatory mask.
Yeah.
By the way, Mike Plume month continues with another pre-show spin by the great Mike Plume. Again, totally by accident. From their 2018 album, Born by the Radio. Again, another banger of a tune, Monroe's Mandolin.
So good.
The lyrics are incredible.
I can't wait
it
to
doesn't
see
get
Mike play live. If you ever see Mike come through your town, Mike Plume, you got to check him out.
in a post-COVID touring world. I'm sure.
He's doing a little bit still now. Yeah.
Well, like locally around like Edmonton, the Prairies, Calgary, Saskatoon next week or this weekend, I think maybe. We should promote that.
Yeah, we should.
For our big Moose Jaw, sorry. All of our listeners in Moose Jaw.
Yeah.
Anyway, I love that song, Monroe's Mandolin. It just so happened I just picked some of my faves at random because YouTube and Facebook give us grief if we play his studio albums. So I ripped them from his... Mike Plume does every Sunday morning at 9 a.m. Mountain, which is, 11 Eastern, 12 noon here Atlantic.
Yeah, and then I
He
guess
does,
it would be, 8 o'clock? And
you can do the math for the rest. I mean,
that's
we've
true.
pointed out 3 out of the 5 time zones. No? What time is that in the UK?
You're so rude.
No. I just mean okay, we don't have to go through all of them. That would be 8 in Vancouver.
Okay, well,
7 in Alaska.
I can't find the zones, by the way. Just when you're finished, I want to tell you this.
You can't find the time zones?
No, the zones,
Oh, right.
the other
Sorry.
zones, the color. Oh, yeah, weird.
Anyway,
We're talking
let
about
me
2
finish
different
promoting
colors.
what I know, but let me finish. It's
okay.
rude. I'm trying to finish the plug. Not you're rude. We're being rude, but we're it's okay if we talk about our subjects in Veer, but if we're talking about giving a plug, we should commit.
Yeah, for sure.
What was the plug?
Of course.
Who are we talking about? Mike Plume.
Jeez.
I know, but why was I plugging him again? Oh, yes, the Sunday morning.
Wow.
Easy like Sunday morning, every Sunday morning at, again, 11 Eastern, 9 Mountain, 8 Pacific, 12:30 Newfoundland.
You're so bad.
And, it's live on Facebook and YouTube. Just look up Mike Plume. But that song, the lyrics...
So good.
We're talking early Cash, talking mid Clash, talking Dylan before the motorcycle crash. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that, does it?
He's so good.
Yeah.
Excellent.
There ain't nothing kicking like a kick drum kicking in. Mike Plume.
Catchy.
Very good. It's just, I mean, it really doesn't get any better. So do yourself a favor and check that out. All right. Well, good morning, Jen. Are you distracted? I never knew you were this much on your phone during the show.
Oh, I'm not normally, but I was looking for the zone thing.
I'm trying to connect with you. Every time I look over, you're like this.
Well, I'm listening. I can. I don't know if you know this, but I'm extremely good multitasker.
I know, but okay, it's weird. Look, ask me a question. Yeah.
I didn't even ask one.
Oh. No, but you know what I mean. I just didn't know you were this much. Because I don't see you usually. Now I see you.
It was because I was looking up what
I never
the
knew
different zones are.
You played with your feet so much during the show. I'm just kidding.
Stop it. Don't do that.
I'm just teasing.
Jeez, that paints a terrible picture. Gross. Play with my feet. Yuck. I hate it when people play with their feet.
It sounds like you're picking something off of it. Speaking of scabby, look at this. Look on my forehead. I don't know if you can see there. Turns out I wouldn't do that well in space.
You've had a lot of injuries.
I've had a lot of little nicks, and I'm hitting my head on everything in this trailer.
It's a big noggin.
And we're talking yesterday on the show about how it's like being in space, which is pretty much is. Anyway, what do you want to talk about today, Jenny? It's Wednesday morning. We're here in the woods. Oh, shit, I don't want to disturb. I moved. Everything is perfectly placed on here. I don't want to...
Well, I was reading...
Jeff Bridges... Go ahead. You go first.
Oh, that's all right. I don't know. I don't know a lot about it. I just read the headline, and I assume, because you know a lot more about politics, especially American politics, than I do. Because I purposely don't pay attention to it. But
can you lower your mic just a bit so it's lower?
So I read that. I read that Donald Trump. I guess the numbers some numbers have come back, and it
Mhm.
shows that Joe Biden is pre-election is doing better.
Yeah, which, by the way, is dangerous. Don't listen to the polls. Go out and vote if you're in the States,
Oh,
because
I
that's what
see.
happened in 2016. Everyone,
Mm.
Hillary's going to win. Nobody turned out to vote because they're like, okay, as if Trump's going to win. And a poll came out, I don't know where from, but it was, Joe Biden was like leading by 20-some points. Don't listen to that.
Yeah.
Go out and vote, because there's a really good chance Trump will win. I honestly think he's going to win.
I know you do.
I can't imagine Joe Biden winning. I don't know. I'm this is
Just speculation.
I mean, people are coming out supporting Trump that you wouldn't believe. 50 Cent came out in support of Trump. 50 Cent, of all things,
Why do you think it's so weird?
because of his tax cuts. 50 Cent is mega rich,
Mm.
and Trump is promising tax. Money talks at the end of the day. It's like when we lived in Toronto
Yeah.
during the Rob Ford years. We lived there when Rob Ford was the mayor.
Mhm.
Rest in peace.
Mhm.
And wait, is it Rob Ford?
I know. It gets confusing. Doug Ford is
yeah,
the
right,
current
right.
premier.
It's
Yeah.
so crazy. Back then, Rob Ford was the mayor of Toronto. Doug
know.
Ford was a councillor. He was barely in the spotlight. It was like,
Yeah.
in his brother's shadow.
Mhm.
And now he's the premier of Ontario. And it's
Also-
that totally overshoots the thing. But
And
anyway.
it's kind of interesting that you'd think that like being associated with that bad reputation Rob Ford had would affect his chances.
Well,
but
this
it
is my
didn't.
point. No, because
Yeah.
tax cuts. I remember I was working in a restaurant in Toronto when Rob Ford was mayor, and you would think, okay, who voted for this guy? How? But smart people voted for him and still supported him after the crack tape, after everything, because of it was the lowest they had paid in property taxes in
Right.
ever. It was the lowest. All of a sudden, there's more money in your bank account. You're like, oh my God, I'm paying less
Yeah.
taxes. There's more money in my bank account. I'll vote for this guy. I don't care. It doesn't affect my life on social issues or anything like that. It's just a person in power, and while he's in power, I have more money in my bank account. Yep, voting. This is why
true.
50 Cent is endorsing Trump, because of
How it benefits him
yeah.
and his
So
income bracket.
he's gonna win. Mark my words. I'm on the Julien Dionne show here.
I don't want it to be true though.
I don't want it to be true either, but that is my prediction. Trump
makes me
will
really
win
sad.
another 4 years.
It makes me sad.
And it's crazy.
It's
and
kind of
awful,
like what
but-
you said yesterday. Like we have to look at where the motivation is coming from when people say certain things. Like people who are generally against CERB are the ones that don't need it.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
You heard it here first. But
you
it's
heard
true.
it here first, everybody.
It's true though, you know?
Anyway, yeah.
Anyways, yeah.
And now this is the crazy. This is where we're at in the world. And again, I know people get turned off when we talk politics, but it is a U.S. election year. It's
We're
in
only
15
touching
days
on it,
away.
yeah.
And it's a huge election, and it affects us as Canadians, of course. Because some people say that too. Oh, who cares? It doesn't. It's not your country. Yeah, but it affects us. And also, I just on an entertainment scale, I love this shit. I am obsessed with the American political landscape. I said that yesterday. Like the first debate, it was a train wreck and horrific as a presidential debate. As far as entertainment goes, doesn't get any better.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, those two things are now that's all bled into one mushy thing. Anyway, but now the big thing, and I've said this, how both sides think that if the other side gets in power, it will be the demise of life as we know it. Both sides truly believe that, which is why there's such a big divide. And this is the divide, and this is how misinformation and fake news, the latest quote from Trump is that if Biden wins, he will listen to science. Don't vote for Biden because he will listen to science. He's a science guy. This is now a thing. Science is used
Blacklisted?
it's used as a play against you. Like, this guy is for science. Like, what do you mean? Of course. I mean,
what's wrong with science?
What the fuck? Trump just had COVID and went to the Walter Reed Medical Center, the best medical services? No, best medical attention you can get, or
medical.
The best.
Yeah.
News to Trump. That is motherfucking science. That's science.
Yeah, you use science.
Of course, we all use science. Science is what makes this show available to you. Like everything, science. What the fuck? Now science is the enemy. It's literally Biden, quote, vote for Biden. Biden, if you vote for Biden, he will listen to the scientists. That's the quote, to the science. Yes. And so Biden actually just quoted that. There's two quotes. There was that one, and then he said Biden wants to listen to Fauci, and then Biden just quoted that Trump's tweet and said, yes. Of course, yes. But this is the world we live in where science is vilified now. Science is like the great enemy, and coming for like science is now in cahoots with I don't know what the fuck.
With the
what's
Democrats.
going on? Well, just no with yes, but I mean with keeping us down and coming after our rights and science. It's like, what the hell is going on? Literally, that's the quote. A vote for Biden is a vote for science. I mean,
so crazy.
And people are like, yeah, don't vote for him. Fuck science. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Every person that's saying that's cheering this on, benefits science. They're around. They can live past the age of 38 because of science. Pre-science, I would be elderly right now. At 37 years old, I would have maybe 5 years left. Something would take over my body and I would perish. And that's just a long life. With science, we can live now 100 years. With medicine,
it's not even
computer,
just medicine; it's everything.
Electricity, literally everything.
If I was Joe
around
Biden,
us.
I would say, without science, how would you have yourself tanner?
Yeah, exactly. Jump off a building. Okay, don't believe in science. Jump off a building right now. Go off. Be the anti-science president. I don't think I can say that. Jump off a building, but you know what I mean. Like, I'm not advocating. All right.
Move on.
All of a sudden, I'm like, wait, did I just break a law by saying be the anti-science?
What do you mean by that, by the way?
Gravity is science.
Oh, yeah.
If you jump off a building, science says you will.
For some reason, I thought you
at
meant
9.8 meters a second, you will accelerate and.
No. I thought you were gonna say because the doctors will make you better.
No. No, that's what I mean. It's not just medicine. It's not just technology. It's literally just the world around us. Is like science explains how things work and is constantly trying to disprove itself to then get to the truth. Like that's constantly. There's no better truth than science. All of a sudden, it's like if a vote for Biden is a vote for science. Don't do it. What the hell are we talking about?
You're right. And wasn't Trump promoting
hydroxychloroquine?
Yeah, wasn't he promoting
That's
that?
science. Everything
exactly.
is everything around
How did
you
they
is
come
science.
Up with that drug?
The way they build your buildings, the Trump buildings, that's science. It's all science.
Mm-hmm.
Scientists figure this shit out, so for us dumb people, we can come and just push a button and it works. But now that's the enemy. Science is coming for your rights. They're coming for your unborn children. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
What was it they wanted to talk about, though? Was that it?
Yeah, pretty much. And I also wanted to hear what you were going to say about Jeff Bridges.
He has lymphoma.
Aww.
I know. It's sad. Today I was looking at the news, and it's... ouch. I just scratched my scratch.
Ouch.
I was looking at the news, and it's all like... Biden is for science. This person died. 50 cents for Trump. Jeff Bridges has cancer. I'm like, okay, it's Rush Limbaugh is a conservative radio. By the way, can I just say this? So do you know Rush Limbaugh?
Yeah.
He's a mega conservative radio personality, and he has stage 4 lung cancer. He was diagnosed in February. He was given the presidential Kennedy Center honors. I think that's what it was. Anyway, he's realizing now that it's aggressive, and for the first time, he's accepted that he that this is a death sentence, and so. But people are commenting and tweeting at this guy. Nasty shit. I mean, can we forget? Like, who cares? Rush Limbaugh has one of the biggest audiences ever. He can talk for 4 hours without stopping. I mean, the guy is a mega talented, whether you agree with him or not. And also, he's playing a character. You amplify things for the air, you take a stance, you take an opinion, and you double down on it and you hardline on it, and that's what makes your success. People that agree with both sides are kind of down the middle. You gotta, like these conservative radio hosts have huge audiences, and so of course he comes out and says he was interviewed and said that he's we're all gonna die, but that he has a limit to his, and he's realizing that, and people are like, give him the same amount of compassion as he did to the liberals. Fuck that guy, the nasty guy. It's like, it's show business. When you're on the radio, I mean, there's people behind that. There's actually human beings that go home and have a family. Do you think he goes home and he's that vile? And no, I mean, it's you ham it up.
Right.
And it's a human being with a family, but people can't decipher the two. It's everything bleeds into one reality, and the other side is the enemy. And no matter what, even if that person is dying, he's the enemy. Like, what the hell has that person done to you other than hurt your feelings by disagreeing with you?
Also, how
has
boring,
this person caused you physical harm? Has he harmed your family? No.
And how boring would the world be if everybody had the same opinion?
Yeah. Anyway.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I disagree with 98% of what Rush Limbaugh says, but I would never wish him wish death on him. Like,
and
I really respect what he does. Like, an incredible broadcaster, 4 hours a day and huge audiences with no music. Like, he just talks.
Yeah, you can't deny.
No, I mean, and who cares? He's a conservative. He takes that approach and he doubles down, and he's the best, one of the best at it that has ever done it. He's a trailblazer, and there are many Rush Limbaugh derivatives. Meanwhile, just people can't see that, like what he's accomplished. It's all fuck that guy. Just put that shit aside for a minute. Anyway. So it was all depressing news. That was the point of that. So like he's dying. Jeff Bridges has cancer.
I wonder what his how bad it is.
He said it's not, like, it's maintainable, but he just, I don't know.
How old is he?
Rush Limbaugh would be.
I'd
seen his. Who?
Jeff Bridges.
Oh, Jeff Bridges. Sorry. Jeff Bridges. I don't know. I think he just said he tweeted something like, I don't know. I'll find it. Hold on. Well, can you find it? Can you find the Jeff Bridges tweet?
Sure will.
There is one news story that is bringing people together.
Let's hear it.
I wish we would have talked about it yesterday, because yesterday was really the talk of the town, and then today we're a little late on it because we broadcast early in the morning, and by the time we finished yesterday, I was like, this is all over the internet. Jeffrey Toobin, a New Yorker writer. Did you hear about this? Oh, really?
No, I haven't.
He was on it. Did you find the Jeff Bridges tweet?
He's 70.
Jeff Bridges is?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
What? You thought he was
younger?
less? Oh,
yeah. I don't know. What's the tweet?
As the dude would say, new shit has come to light.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
yeah, that's the tweet.
Oh, it says here as...
That's the tweet, though.
Oh, that's the whole thing? No. He says, I have been diagnosed with lymphoma. Although it is a serious disease, I feel fortunate that I have a great team of doctors, and the prognosis is good. I'm starting treatment, and we'll keep you posted on my recovery.
Good. I feel like if you're going to get the C word, that's one that you can...
Really?
Yeah.
The C word.
I could be wrong. Anyway, did you hear about this story? Jeffrey Toobin, a New Yorker writer, they were doing a... They had a Zoom meeting, and they were doing election simulation, an election simulation. Like, someone was playing Trump, someone was playing Biden. This guy, Jeffrey Toobin, was playing the courts. I don't know exactly how the simulation went, but he was playing the courts. Anyway, before, so they have this big staff meeting with the New Yorker and WKNY, a radio station in New York, and big Zoom call. And then they were broken up into... You okay?
Yeah.
Hot?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. They were
I just had a hot coffee. Go ahead.
Oh.
Sorry.
They were broken up into groups. Crack a window or something.
Crack a window?
Crack the door.
Is that okay with you?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Oh, my God. No.
No, because you're always... I'm often too
for
warm.
temperature, you mean?
Yeah.
I don't think you can... Oh, yeah, you can open that. Anyway... So then they break out into groups, and while they do, this Jeffrey Toobin guy, like virtual groups on Zoom. I need you with me, so I'll just wait.
No, I'm listening. I'm listening. Go.
This Jeffrey Toobin decides it's while all of the coworkers broke out into groups, it'd be a good time to rub one off, jerk off.
What?
Just beat it off. So he starts jerking off, not realizing that his Zoom camera is still on. So people broke into groups, and then they came back to a live camera of their coworker just going to town on himself. Yes.
No.
Yeah. It's unclear how many people saw it, but several people saw it, and they asked to remain anonymous, and they were interviewed. But yeah, a few coworkers came back, and they're like, "Oh my god!" And he's just going to town. He finishes, disconnects from the call, and then comes back on the call as if like nothing happens. Like, "Hey, I'm back, guys."
Gross.
Anyway, he's been suspended, and he commented. He said it was an embarrassing, horrible mistake. It just goes to show that's one of the downfalls of this new Zoom world.
And technology in general.
Because you got to think, obviously, he was convinced his camera was off. I mean, he wouldn't just go and start beating off. And he did. So he's been suspended, which Twitter was quick to address that many people have done far less crazy things and gotten fired. This guy beats off in front of his coworkers and gets suspended. I mean, yeah, but you got to suspend it and then investigate, and it would suck that he would lose his job for that.
I think that, I'm just talking theoretically about it, but I think if you know you're doing it in front of someone, it's worse than thinking you're doing it privately and accidentally being... You know what I mean? Like your motivation.
Well, yeah, that's like...
Yeah.
That goes without saying. That's not in the same category. One, you're talking about accident voyeurism. The other one, you're talking about full-on sexual assault, and you're like, it's different.
No,
yeah,
can I explain my position? I think that you still have to, like, for instance, okay?
He shouldn't get fired.
Let me just explain, okay? Zoom today is kind of like being in a boardroom by yourself.
Yeah.
Like, say he
but
thinks...
But you're home.
But wait, I know, but that's the world we're living in now. So let's just say you're in a boardroom and all of your coworkers have left the boardroom, but somebody can still, I don't know, is next door and can see you, and you masturbate, and it's your workplace.
No, it's wrong. It sucks that it happened, but I don't think
weird.
you should.
Why did he do it right then?
I don't think you can compare it to jerking off in front of people.
No, it's not. I'm not saying it's the same as that. I'm just saying that, like, why wouldn't he like give it a good beat and then go somewhere else?
Well, he obviously thought
good beat. That was a weird choice of words, but.
Why didn't he get to give just a one spank, two spank, and then do?
No, but it's weird. That's, I don't know. Whatever. I agree. Like that's mortifying. Is he mortified? Has he said?
Of course.
Has he expressed that?
Yes. Oh my God. Imagine. Yes, he said he's incredibly embarrassed. It was an embarrassing mistake, horrible mistake.
Ever since watching The Social Dilemma, I'm like, I feel like my computer and like my laptop and my phone can hear me. I swear to God. The other day,
the FBI. Oh, go ahead. No.
Remember, I had talked about something and then it was in my. The product was being advertised.
That happens, yeah.
And I knew 1,000% that I hadn't entered it into Google or anything.
We should try it right now.
I know.
Horse saddle. I really want to get a horse saddle. Would love a horse saddle. Horses. I love horses. I love saddles. But I'm in the market, and I have a lot of money for a good horse saddle. If there would be a good horse saddle person
I would take up horseback riding, but I just don't have a saddle. I think maybe I could find one secondhand, or
we need a good horse saddle person.
I wonder what the best horse saddle is.
I wonder where we could compare horse saddles.
Where did you get a horse saddle from?
I'm just thinking of something random that I wouldn't talk about in regular life.
Very random.
Because if it's a pair of running shoes, I'm like, well, I could have. I don't know.
Yeah, true.
I could have searched.
True.
But horse saddle
is very specific.
And I'm definitely in the market for a horse saddle.
Yeah.
If they're horse saddle. Okay. Let's see. If we start getting ads, this show, I will cancel the show.
Nah. Please don't cancel it.
But anyway, I don't think that guy should lose his job because obviously it was a mistake. He's mortified. And you know what sucks? He was like one of the stars at the New Yorker. He's written books. He's done.
Can I just say
Yeah.
that I would not want to work there anymore. I don't care whether I got fired or not. I would quit.
Would you?
Yeah, and I'd go and get a horse farm and find a horse saddle.
Because we need horse saddles. If there's anything lacking in our lives that we would definitely throw all of our money into, would be the horse saddle industry, horse saddle arena, horse saddle markets.
I want to buy a horse saddle. I just don't know where to start, and I'm wondering what the best one is and how to find it. And I wouldn't even know the first thing about buying a horse saddle.
If only we could look up horse saddle. Anyway, we'll see.
Anyway,
But
I would not want to work there anymore, and I'd never want to see anybody ever again. And I would join an off-the-grid community that had never heard about that news story.
Join an off-the-grid community.
No, I would be beyond mortified. Like
I would stick it out.
That's such a private facial expression while you're doing that.
I would
stick
it out.
You know what I mean? Like they didn't
Facial expression.
Yeah, while you're doing it.
That's what you get out of it. Like I didn't want them to see my face while I was beating off.
Well, because I don't
Not
think they would
the
see
part with your hand.
Well, they wouldn't see that in the Zoom meeting. Do you?
Yeah,
think?
yeah, they did. They could see that he was clearly touching his penis.
They could see his penis.
I don't know. It says they could see that he was clearly touching his penis, so maybe not. But
yeah, but think of the face. It's just so
the
like
face. That's so weird.
No, it's not. Because your facial expression says a lot.
All right. I've never. What do you think your face is like? Oh,
yeah.
like what?
There's some kind of a weird face.
I don't know about that.
What do you think it's like? Complete. Okay, do an impression of what you think his face would have looked like while he was doing it. That's it.
Wait, I'll do an impression.
You look like you're on a horse saddle there, like going for a ride.
I'll do an impression of what you think his expression should be.
No. Oh my God, stop. You guys can't see, but Julian's doing a full act out under the table. It's gross.
No, but, I mean, yeah, he should not lose his job. I vote for him to. If there's a petition we could sign somewhere, I will sign it on the.
I don't think he should lose his job. However, would you want to work?
I would stick it out. I would say, look, this was really horrific. I'm sorry, but no, my livelihood. This is it, and I'm one of the top guys at the New Yorker. I apologize profusely. Let me make it up to you with a real session in person. No.
You know what? I feel like you say that and that's an idea, but I don't think you actually believe that.
Maybe I'd quit.
You know why? Because everybody, anytime they ever looked at you, it wouldn't even matter forever. And every new employee that started there, they'd be like, "Oh, here's so and so," and then like within 2 hours, someone would have told them that that's the guy. Did you hear about that guy? He got caught on a Zoom meeting.
It would follow you forever.
Oh, it'd be awful. Like no matter what you did, it would be overshadowed by that. Whew.
There ain't nothing kicking like a kick drum kicking in.
That would be awful.
Or the rumbling thunder coming through a 410. Turn it up.
Can you please explain what you're doing right now, or should we be worried about you?
Doesn't get any better than that.
That's Mike Plume lyrics, yeah. Oh.
Daily dose, get the news from coast to coast. Daily dose, all your news from coast
Are you
to
playing the
coast.
drum?
You said I had to mirror.
From Jen Grant.
Oh yeah,
Remember
I
yesterday?
Okay, we'll do it.
Someone commented that I'm not confident enough in my
Yeah,
New Brunswick dancing. I don't know. I'm just.
They
out
said
of
your
sorts.
trailer dance is just different.
Well, you know what? I'm actually sitting on a cushion here because it's low, and I feel like a child sitting at this table. It's really high, and I'm like, my feet are dangling. Anyway, go ahead, Jenny.
Okay. Here's your daily dose for a Wednesday, October 21st. So, have you heard about the fights that are happening in Nova Scotia about the lobster fishing? Of course you have. And there's really like a lot of do you know what it all boils down to?
Yes.
What?
So
No, the one thing that if it was clarified would make things a lot better?
Yes.
What
defines a living for
moderate
livelihood for Native Canadians?
Yes.
Mi'kmaq
fishermen.
Yeah, because they're allowed to fish
They have
year-round.
treaty rights.
Yes, they don't need a license or anything. They can fish year-round to earn a moderate living, and that's where the issue is.
Even outside of the commercial season.
Yes, year-round. They can do it anytime they want. They can fish year-round. And so that's the thing is so, and then the
Commercial fishermen?
Commercial fishermen. I was trying to find another word for white. Commercial fishermen, they have a set season. They have to buy these licenses and these expensive permits. Like it's to get a to get a lobster boat and a license. It's well into the six figures. I think someone was saying it's worth $1 million right now, something like that, because it's really good. The lobster seasons, and it's like buying a business, but it's worth an insane amount. And so they pay. The commercial fishermen have, all these restrictions and these they have not quotas, but limits and all of this, these rules and regulation that they have to follow. And then the Mi'kmaq fishermen are using or exercising their treaty right to fish when they want. Now, but what's happening is that they're fishing. The amount is so loosely determined. It's so vague. It's to a moderate livelihood. So that's for what that really means is for yourself and your family, and then you can provide a little bit commercially. Well, what's happening is that there's no set definition on that. So that's where the tension is, because the commercial fishermen are finding that the First Nations fishermen are fishing too much, and then they're selling they're undercutting commercial fishermen. They're selling the lobsters cheaper. So that's directly affecting the commercial fishermen's bottom line, their income.
They're also worried. You're absolutely right. They're also worried about the Mi'kmaq fishing the lobster too early during their breeding season.
Right.
And I don't know. I'm skeptical, though, because I wonder if they're saying that just to kind of get attention, I
don't know,
and then they I guess somebody had set fire to
a plant.
Yeah. Not like the
a First
Mi'kmaq.
Nations plant.
Yeah.
So these are big wars. This has been ongoing for decades. I remember being young and that happening in New Brunswick, burnt church, and they were burning boats and stuff. And it's a point of contention. And until that's defined, what amount of, because then the commercial fishermen's arguments are that, okay, they're fishing too much, then they're selling it for cheap, it's cheapening the market, it's then all this other lobsters just in the market. It's not just now for their own families and livelihood, it's to profit greatly, which is affecting the commercial fishermen's income and their livelihood. And as far as they're saying, the commercial fishermen, sometimes it can be a delicate it can be a hit on the ecosystem the way it's done, and not so. I mean, there's both sides have good arguments, but I mean, it should never get violent. It's violent, and people are. Yeah, I always feel uncomfortable commenting on this kind of stuff, because as we know, we took everything from the First Nations people.
Absolutely,
everything.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, but then I understand also the commercial fishermen that need to make a living, because it's very expensive. Their overheads are crazy, but they earn great livings, and it's like I can totally see both sides. I have one of my best friends in life owns a lobster and crab processing plant, two of them. One here in
really wonderful person.
Yeah, I love him, and one up north and one out here in southern New Brunswick. And he was telling me it's it affects. So I get the perspective from both, and he's really smart. This guy, he's not just he's not a hothead, and he's very level-headed, rational, kind person, and he's the one that told me how the real issue, because you don't understand, and then when you first watch the news, you for sure are on the side of First Nations, because you're like, oh my God, this is crazy. And then when you hear about it from inside, it kind of changes your perspective. So both sides, I'm right down the middle, no opinion. I love everybody. Thank you. That's the show.
I bet you. I bet you the lobster are like, I have an option. How about you just stop fucking eating us?
Yeah.
How about
I love how you
let
censor
us
your
exist?
fucking sometimes. You're like, how about you fucking let us eat?
I know.
Say a harsh one.
No, not right now.
I know.
Okay.
It's now out of context. It's weird.
I know it is. So, I don't know if you know this, but Nova Scotia is Canada's #1 seafood exporter.
I did not know that.
In 2019, last year, Nova Scotia exported $2.3 billion in fish and seafood products to more than 80 countries. Isn't that crazy?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Any hoozle?
That's a lot.
Well, I hope that they come up with some kind of a solution because can't we all just get along?
It's hard to find a solution because if they put a number to it and they go, you can only fish this much, it's like, well, then we're in the same boat as the commercial fishermen where now you're putting restrictions on us and the deal is that we can fish. And,
you know what they should do is, I mean, one of the biggest arguments was not too early during the breeding. Why don't they just say, like, that's off limits, but after that...
Well, you're talking treaties that were,
Yeah, true
you
enough.
go back,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know.
I think maybe, do you think when these things were signed, maybe First Nations people were more in tune with nature and the cycles of the seasons and stuff, and now it's been diluted with generations. People don't necessarily pay attention to when you should and shouldn't because,
Maybe.
I don't know, maybe we're just we're too disconnected with nature.
Maybe.
I'm hot. I don't like commenting on this. I don't know why. Who cares? I'm not saying anything bad.
No.
Yeah.
No, not at all.
I'm just saying First Nations people lost touch with the earth. I'm just kidding.
No.
No, but you know what I'm saying.
Oh, for sure. It's a hot topic, and I just hope that they come up with some kind of a... It's a hard one. It's a hard one. But I definitely needed to talk about it because it's been in the news a lot.
A lot.
And, I feel for the situation.
I thought you were about to take a side there.
I know. I'm not going to. Oh, well, I am doing my daily dose.
For the lobster.
I feel for the lobsters. That's right. Is that a safe one, or am I going to get someone mad at me for that?
Racist.
Anyways, this is a really interesting story, and I'm shifting gears. So I find this really interesting. So I was talking a little bit about a cold case yesterday that they found
18 years.
after 18 years. Yeah. So this is a separate instance, but it's really cool because Toronto police announced that they had used genetic genealogy to identify this man that they believed murdered this person in 1984. And I was like, what is genetic genealogy? Do you know about that?
Genetic genealogy is the study of one's genetic tree, family tree, but then you study the genes in the ology. I have no idea.
No, but you're right on the right track there. So what they do is they will... So let's just say they have DNA from that case in 1984, right?
Go ahead.
And then when they put the DNA in their database of DNAs that they have of people to make a match, there's nothing there. So they're like lost. They have this DNA, but they have nothing to match it to.
Oh yeah.
So what they do is they match it against like 23andMe and Ancestry.
They build the family tree, like they reverse engineer a family tree. Yeah, who did they?
That was the
Michelle McNamara, Patton Oswalt,
California.
I'll be gone into the night or something.
Yeah.
Or in the dark I will disappear. I don't know.
I'll be gone in the dark or something.
I'll be gone in the dark. Yeah, HBO miniseries.
And what was he called? He was what?
You're like, let me talk. I'm sorry.
No, but what was the name of that?
The Golden State Killer.
That's
They reverse engineered his family tree by going through. It wasn't 23andMe. It was it was 23andMe. I was thinking Ancestry. Yes.
Yeah.
You're
So
right.
interesting, eh?
Very.
So I looked at that. Now, one thing that they said was when you sign up for Ancestry.com or .ca or 23andMe, I guess you click a box that says, I will allow, like you have to be aware when you do that you're putting your DNA out there for the police to be able to investigate and use your DNA to be able to solve crimes and stuff.
Right.
So some people don't want that. And there's all like this, like,
I would just start looking at that list of people.
Yeah, it's true. What are you hiding? Yeah. No, but like, once your DNA's out there, it's like, and then, so I thought that was really interesting. And then when they found this person who they found had killed this other person from a 1984 murder, he was dead.
What? Oh, he's dead?
Yeah, the murderer was dead. So
What was the story yesterday? You said someone was arrested.
This is a different story. But this is a new thing that's happening in Canada.
That
where
must be so dissatisfying.
I know. And then the
You're
woman
like, got the bastard. He died in 87. Or,
Yeah.
no, not 87.
No, but it was...
That was when the crime...
Yeah.
He died in 2011.
Well, it was. It was around... Oh, my gosh. Your screen is not frozen, everyone. That's just Julien committing to his... Yeah, so anyway, a reporter interviewed the mother of the child that was the victim of that crime back in 84. And the mother's like, I don't know, in her 70s. And the reporter asked her, like, how do you feel? Like, do you wish you could have more closure? And she's like, well, how do I feel? I've just found out, like, after all these years, who it was. I don't know who it was. I don't know if he knew the family or what, but they were like, does it make you, how does it make you feel? Like, do you want an explanation? And she's like, well, and she made a good point. She's like, well, I can't really answer the question the way that I really probably like the best I could because I just found out all of this. So I'm really kind of in shock. And she said, even if I did get a chance to ask him, what's he going to say? Like, what possible answer is going to make me feel better?
Mm-hmm.
And she's right. But this genetic genealogy, the more that our phones kind of trace our movements, and now that we have this Ancestry.com and .ca and the 23andMe, like, it's, a lot of people think that infringes on our privacy. But if you're a good person and you're not, doing anything wrong, really, it's a good tool to find these creeps.
Yeah.
Right? So I think we're going to see more stories like that and a lot more cold cases being solved. This is just a lighthearted story because I think we're ready for one of those.
I'm ready.
How do you feel? There's a study that happened recently that found that, have you ever heard that thing about how couples look the same?
Yeah, we look alike.
Yeah.
I do, we do.
Actually, you know what? I meant to send a picture so you could show it. But they were talking about how, like, there's that theory there that the longer you stay together, the more you start to look alike.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a common...
I keep telling you to shave your beard. We look too much alike.
That's a common thing that people believe. But what they did is, I guess some scientists actually did a study on this. And what they discovered is it's not that couples start to look similar. It's that we are attracted to similar looking people. That's what they discovered.
Conceited.
So you look like your partner right off the get-go. It's not that we start to look more and more alike the longer we're together. We actually, because remember when you and I started going out? And
I'm scared.
What?
What are you going to say?
What? No,
Tell me off mic.
Why?
I don't know.
No, and we sent your family saw a picture and your sister thought that we looked like brother and sister. Like she thought that she thought that I looked like I could have been from your family.
Yeah.
Anyway, apparently the reason that it says here that there are both biological and sociological reasons people tend to select partners who are similar to them, not just looks, but also personalities, value, and socioeconomic status. Part of that is we are surrounded by people who are similar to us, either geographically or socially. People also develop preference for things that they're familiar with. We're comfortable with what we're familiar with. So, anyway.
Love it.
That is why. And if you look at certain couples, and I meant to send these pictures, but Tom Brady and his wife look really similar.
Mm-hmm.
Who's that actor who's like Cumberbatch or whatever? Something Cumberbatch?
Theodore Cumberbatch.
Something like
Benedict.
that. Yeah, so
Cumberbatch.
he looks a lot like his wife as well. And there's a lot of examples like that. And then I was going to, I had this great plan. I was going to show.
What was the plan?
You were going to show the pictures of those people.
Usually it'd be easy, but we're in the woods, eh?
Yeah, I know.
It's the internet. For tomorrow's show, if you send them to me, send them before, during. I mean, we're
right
relying.
now,
I'm tethered on my cell phone, and I have a low cell phone reception.
Okay.
And all of it is being all the juice is being used to bring the show to you uninterrupted.
Yeah.
Clean broadcast.
Well, maybe I'll share it tomorrow.
Into your face.
And then everybody can see a picture of you and I when we first met.
Love it.
And then see that
you're like the good-looking version of me.
Aw, it's nice. You're pretty good looking.
Go ahead.
Go on. No, seriously, go on.
Stop. Don't stop. Stop. Don't stop.
And that's your daily dose for today.
Daily dose, daily dose. Get the news from coast to coast.
Look over
daily
here.
Daily dose. All your news from coast to
All
coast.
the news and headlines from Jen Grant.
Well, if we get any comments on that dance, I was mirroring Jen.
Oh, snap.
So that's
oh my gosh.
that's Jen. It's fun doing it from the trailer, isn't it?
I love it.
It's
Should we just move here and live in the trailer?
well, that was the big thing when we first came down, was like, because the show is our main thing right now, because it's the one thing we have control over. If there's if we're in a red zone, or there's no performances or no shows, and those are all taken away from us, and they are taken, we are the victims.
Are you okay?
No, but if this is the one thing we're in control. We can still pump shows out. We have a great setup. I wish you were on camera, but
I know
people are gonna think it's me. Just see this. I suggested Jen go on camera yesterday, and this is what happened. Let me see if I can zoom in. Hold on. Can I zoom in? See that? Am I zooming in right now? I don't know. Oh, yeah, you're not watching the feed.
No.
Whoops.
Oops.
Well.
Yeah, actually, usually I'm on my laptop.
But we've
because
got
of the
single.
internet, yeah. So
You're just checking the comments on. Good morning, everybody in the comments.
Yes, good morning.
Let me do this real quick.
So nice that you're with us today.
Good morning, Laura. Dougie.
Good morning.
Speaking of Dougie, I should have queued this up. Josh.
Josh.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning to Le Monde.
We appreciate it. You know, we haven't heard from Germany in a while.
I know.
What's going on there?
Not sure.
We were big in Germany.
Guten Morgen.
But let me do this right quick, right now. This episode of the Julien Dionne Show with Jen Grant is brought to you by Gringo's Blazing Sauces. That's right, go to Gringo's Blazing Sauces for a wide selection of the best hot sauces, salsas, charcuterie jellies, and grilling and barbecue sauces. You can get chef by trade Doug Knight and his entrepreneurial wife. I was going to say entrepreneurial bombshell. What the hell is that? I was about to say in his entrepreneurial bombshell.
She is a bombshell.
She is a bombshell. Am I red? Really, I'm
You're
hot.
rosy.
Whew, it's hot all of a sudden.
Is it warm in here?
Bombshell just rolled off the tongue.
That's nice.
Anyway.
Awkward.
Yeah. Doug and Laura, co-founders of Gringo's Blazing Sauces, they're obsessed with finding the perfect balance between heat and flavor. Marry those two together because it's a good amount of crazy heat and then super good. I know, bombshell. Yeah, Gringo's Blazing Sauces. If you go to gringosblazingsauces.com, it's they ship all over North America. And listeners of this program get an additional 5% off at checkout by entering promo code JD5.
Oh.
Also, Canadian listeners, no offense to the rest of the world, Canadian listeners, if you order over $40, you get free shipping. That's right. Huzzah.
Do you get a discount if you put bombshell in the...
100% off, because you own the company. That was really embarrassing. Why did I say that?
Well, it's weird because you actually didn't say it, and then you brought up what you thought.
I know,
you were
right?
gonna say. So you could have avoided this whole thing. Foofeef.
Anyway.
Sometimes when you're raw and genuine on a show, embarrassing shit's gonna come out.
Well, and that's just it. Yeah.
Okay.
What did we talk about today, Jenny?
Who the hell knows?
I don't even remember.
Where are we even? I don't even know.
Trump. Bombshell. Trump.
Genealogy.
Jeff Bridges. Genealogy. Yep. Shit. No. I should take notes during because...
How many times have we said that?
I don't actually remember what we talked about today.
I'm going to buy you a notebook.
Did you?
Specifically...
This is called Have a Pink Day. And just remember that... Yeah, science is the enemy. Don't believe in science, don't believe in it. Believe in what the word magic. I think believe in magic. I don't believe in science. Fuck, it's just forced.
Yeah. You know what? Only do it when you feel it.
Yeah. Well, I thought sometimes I start it and I feel something, but I can't even remember one thing we talked about.
Well, you know what?
The dog getting quailed?
Why do you have to do a song about that? Why can't you talk about why it's important to take notes during the show?
That's true.
And how your memory is bad, and how we're in a trailer, and how we're in New Brunswick, and how we're quarantined.
What happens
There's a million things to sing about. How you said bombshell by accident. How you...
Well, here's the thing. We're in the trailer. I was trying to do a wrap-up song, but I can't think of one thing we talked about today, so instead of just going to talk about what's happening in the moment, and let me tell you that I'm sitting here embarrassed because I called my friend's wife a bombshell. I actually didn't even say it. I caught myself, but I said it anyway. I got red in the face and ruined the ad, but it doesn't matter because, I mean, what are you going to do? We're here living in the moment, living in a trailer, just me and you, yeah. We're 14-day quarantining in the forest, yeah. This is day 6. I'm wearing jeans on jeans. Denim bomb. Canadian tuxedo. Jen's looking at me and we should go. It's over. That's the show. Thank you for watching, everybody. We are sitting in a trailer. It's just me and her. Who's her? The cat's mother. Meow, meow. Sorry. So sorry, guys.
Ever since the bombshell, you've been very uncomfortable.
Pre-show song has been by Mike Bloom. Month
Are you afraid of what's gonna
continues.
come out of your mouth?
Yeah. I don't trust my mouth now. But I just want to be with you now.
You know
Jenny.
what? Life could be worse. You could be on a Zoom meeting and a business meeting and do something inappropriate. All you said was bombshell.
Got caught jerking off in front of my coworkers. Could I be more off-key? Biden is a vote for Biden is all right. No, you know what? I can't do this anymore. I'm afraid of being a big bore, so I am self-conscious. Yeah. Decided to just move on. We'll wrap the show and come back on tomorrow. We'll be back tomorrow. Morn. We got 14 morns left with you. Ladies and gentlemen, that was a weird song. You okay?
Yeah. You okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching, everybody. We appreciate it. Give us a share if you're out there. And, there's 2 songs playing here. Hold on. Here we go. Remember that the Julien Dionne Show live at 7 a.m. Eastern on YouTube and Facebook, Twitch, Dailymotion, and Periscope. Then available on demand wherever you get your podcasts. Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and more. Go to jengrant.com for all of your Jen Grant needs. Thanks to Gringo's Blazing Sauces. Hot couple alert.
Bombshell couple.
I love you.
Eh?
I love you.
I love you.
If you think what?
Nothing.
Go say it.
No.
If you think the hot sauce is hot.
Actually, that would be a good name for one of his sauces. Maybe that's why this came up. Called the Bombshell.
Bombshell. Co-owner Bombshell. All right. And it's
Inspired by
getting
Laura.
The more we talk about it, the weirder it gets.
Laura's hot sauce called the Bombshell.
I thought you were calling her hot sauce. Laura's hot sauce. You're hot sauce. Do the up and down look. You're hot sauce.
Oh my God.
All right, everybody. Thanks to Jen Grant.
Thank you
for being with us.
Dionne.
We appreciate it. We'll see you guys tomorrow, live from a trailer deep in the New Brunswick bush. From the Atlantic bubble, it's the Julien Dionne Show, reminding you to, as always, watch your head.
Falling is oh so sweet. It's just a waste of time, a beautiful waste of time. It's just a waste of time. The whole world wants a piece of my head, but they all get a piece of my mind instead. I roll over and go back to bed. It's such a beautiful waste of time. A waste of time. A beautiful waste of time. It's just a waste of time. A beautiful waste of time. It's just a waste of time. A beautiful waste of time.